Hello everyone, welcome to Friday Sews. I'm Christine. Today I'm coming to you from a new location. We have company coming, so I'm filming in my bedroom, and I am gonna have wet hair all summer long. I will either have been swimming or I'm combating frizz. A losing battle for me, but I do try. So today I am going to talk about what I've been sewing. I'm going to show you some fabric that I purchased recently. I'm going to talk about some new patterns that I have purchased. And I'm going to talk about my upcoming plans both for sewing and for the channel. So first I'm going to start off with what I've made. This is the Cielo top by Closet Core Patterns. I've made this one time before and I really do like this top. I made it in this red chambray. I believe I purchased it from Hearts Fabric, and I put a little label in it that says, yes, I made it. And there's so many things I like about this top. It has some simple details where the back yoke has this interesting design line. It has bust darts that angle down, and I like the overall shape of the blouse or the top. I'm going to insert a photo of me wearing it. The sleeves have a really nice, neat finish where all the raw edges are enclosed. I chose to use a neck binding. You have two options. You can do a neck binding or facing. I don't enjoy a facing, so when I have the option, I do the binding, and sometimes when I don't have the option, I just go ahead and trim it and do the binding because I like the finish better. The length of the top hits me where I would like it. This is meant to be a little more cropped, but I don't want to flash my belly when I raise my arms, so I added either an inch or two to the length of the bodice. I sewed this in a size 20, and I'll go measure my pattern piece and I'll put below how much length I added to the top. For a frame of reference, I'm 5'4", so I'm not very tall, but I wanted this to go a little below my waistline of a mid-rise pant. The second item I sewed was for my nephew's little boy. He's going to be turning 1 next month, and my nephew's wife asked me if I would make him a little outfit with a jungle theme for his birthday, and I was very happy to do so. I had this green seersucker in my stash, and I think I may have used the last of it to sew this outfit. I love seersucker on babies, but also on anyone in the summertime. It's such a cool fabric and easy fabric to wear. So I machine embroidered this design of this smiling crocodile, and I thought it was so fun. I like to use buttons that coordinate with my design, and I also use some cam snaps that went with the whole outfit. So I'm going to be popping this in the mail to my nephew. My nephew and his wife are both very tall. The baby is very tall. So for his first birthday outfit, I chose to sew a size 3T. This pattern is the John or one-piece suit pattern from the Applique book by Martha Pullen. I think it's called Martha's Favorites. It's out of print now, but you might be able to find it on eBay. This is my favorite John outfit, or sunsuit, whatever you want to call it. I like the fit. It's nice and loose, but not too oversized on the babies. So this is my go-to. So we'll see if this fits. If it turns out that it's too big, I'll sew a size 2T in another fabric, and maybe I'll embroider a lion on the next one. I did a little fabric shopping recently at my local fabric store, and I also have my fabric from the Beyond the Pink Door subscription box, so let me show you what I got. The first item I got, I couldn't resist. It just said summer dress, and if you follow me, you know I've been wanting a pretty new summer dress, and I picked up this Dashwood Studios rayon. in this beautiful print that works really well with my colors. I couldn't resist this. I have looked at this every time I have been shopping, and I decided to pick it up and to treat myself to this. This is going to be a dress for me. So while I was there, I went through the remnant bin and I found this tiny remnant. I think it's only half a yard of this art gallery knit with cats on it. And I think I can get a little t-shirt for baby girl out of this. She loves to wear animals. It's very, very cute. So this is going to be for baby girl. This next fabric I picked up at So Sweet Studio. This is a navy grunge, and I purchased this to make some pot holders, not really pot holders, more like trivet pads for church. One of the women at church was talking about how she would like nicer trivets that matched for when they have funeral receptions. And I thought this is a volunteer project that I could do. So I am going to embroider the church's initials on the pads. I'm going to make 6 matching hot pads. This is going to be the top. I thought this blue grunge would be good for if there were spills or stains, that it wouldn't show as much. So I think those will be nice for the funeral receptions. So the next fabric also came from 5/8 Seams. It's a poplin. I think it's a Dashwood Studio. And it just made me so happy. It kind of gives me a mid-century modern vibe to it. I love the colors. I like the shapes. And I thought that I might make myself another hyssop blouse by Deer & Doe Patterns. I made 2 last summer and really enjoyed them. So I thought maybe I would make a hyssop top out of this. I think it's called the hyssop blouse. If you have any ideas of what you think would be a good use for this poplin, I only purchased 2.5 yards. So the next item is a repurchase, and this was also from 5/8 Seams, and this has been washed and it's not really wrinkled considering it's been in a heap in a basket waiting for me to get to it. So this is a cotton lycra, and it's a Robert Kaufman in this plum. It's 60 inches wide. And the reason I purchased more of this is I recently had Charlie's colors done, and amazingly enough, we are both calm autumns. And I thought I would like to make him a t-shirt, a long sleeve t-shirt out of this kind of purple color. So that is going to be a fall make for Charlie. Now to my Beyond the Pink Door Think Pink subscription box. If you saw my unboxing, then you would have seen that I got this Lady McElroy cotton lawn with the lemons. Perfect for the So Fruity 23 challenge that Blossom Sandwich is running on Instagram. So this is a really beautiful cotton lawn. It has a bit of drape to it. It's not too structured. And I am going to turn this into the Mave skirt by True Bias. I have been eyeing that pattern for a while and on the fence as whether to purchase it or not. And recently I decided I just have to have this pattern. So I have 2 more patterns that I recently purchased, and they've been printed out and they're waiting on my dining room table for me to fold them and put them away. One of them is going to be cut into immediately, and that is the Hope Dress by Style Arc. This is one that several of you recommended to me when I said I really wanted to sew a pretty dress, and I saw Sara's from Naughty Gnome, and oh my goodness, it is so pretty. So I purchased the pattern upon Sara's recommendation and the extension pack, and I'm going to do the version where it has a faux wrap at the top. I am so looking forward to it. I'm going to do it in one of my viscose fabrics that is a really nice fabric, but it's not too precious for my first version. And I think the second version is going to be out of that Dashwood rayon. The second pattern that I purchased is the Pixie dress by Style Arc. I'm really looking forward to giving that one a try. I like the way that it seems to just skim the body, and it would be a quick simple sew, and I'll let you know how I like that. While I was doing my social Zoom with my sew sisters last night, I traced and I cut out 3 patterns that I want to sew pretty soon. Now, I know I keep talking about I want to sew this, I want to sew this, I want to sew this, and there's not enough time to sew everything, but I still like to think about and make plans for sewing because I know I'll eventually get around to it. 2 of those patterns are little girl patterns. They have no fastenings and would be perfect for Project Dress a Girl. This is a charity project run by Maddie of Maddie Sews. It runs in September, so I thought I would give them a try leading up to September and see how they go. So the final pattern I traced and cut out last night was the Boardwalk skirt by Greenstyle Patterns. This is, I think, going to be the perfect skirt for summer. And I'm really surprised at myself that I have not sewn this. I had every intention of sewing one for every day of the week. So far, I've sewn none. It looks like it's a really quick sew, so I need to find around to it and get to it. I do have some plans for some tutorials coming to my channel. I'm not going to say anything right yet about them. I think I'll talk about it on the community page after I've roped a couple of my sewing friends into making a guest spot on my channel. Until next time, I hope you have a joyful week and find the good in all things. And this is what YouTube thinks you'd like to see next.